So welcome everybody, thanks for showing up. That's why I'm showing up. So for those of you, I think Andrew, you don't know, I'm having some health challenges. So it's going to be a little modified today. I'm not going to be doing downward dog. So when we do, if you need to take a downward dog, you can add it in. We'll just see how it goes. So you'll be watching my transitions. They won't be as fluid as I would like them to be. That's one of the challenges. So we're going to work on the Dharma Chakra Mudra, the 7th chakra, the crown chakra today. If you have a block, get it. I may be using a block. I'd like to do a supported bridge today. So if you don't have a block, if you can grab 2 books and tape them together maybe, or use a towel roll or something to modify. Pam and Bob, you have your San Francisco blocks that we got at the yoga community. And I think yoga community has some here for sale. How much are they? Do you know? $15. It's a nice thing to have. It gets my hips a little higher than my knees, so it helps. And I like supported bridge. So I'm going to add that today. And if you don't have a block, don't worry about it. You can skip that part or put legs up the wall. So should I start? Okay. So we're starting with the crown chakra. It is represented by the color not indigo, ultraviolet. And we're going to use the Dharma Chakra Mudra because the benefits of the Dharma Chakra Mudra is it balances all the systems and the energy centers, and it supports full yogic breathing. So the Dharma Chakra Mudra, you join your thumb and forefingers together, and then you join those fingers together. Left palm faces inward, right palm faces outward in front of the heart center, allowing the shoulders to drop away from the ears. So find that comfortable seat. Take a moment to roll the pelvis back, rock it forward a few times, just loosening up, and then finding that neutral spine that allows your spine to be erect, allowing the shoulders to drop away from the ears. We'll close our eyes and gently withdraw the mind from the rest of the week and the rest of the day so you can be here now, gently observing the sound and sensation of the breath. And consciously drawing the breath to the base of the lungs so that as you inhale, the belly expands. And as you exhale, gently draw the navel towards your spine, allowing this breath to be even and easy, deep and slow. The affirmation is, I awaken to the vision of my highest self. Inhale to exhale. And the mantra that goes with this mudra is So Hum. And we'll be using that for our practice. Inhale, So. Exhale, Hum. The Sanskrit words for I am. Inhale, So. Exhale, Hum. And then we'll release the mudra, put our palms on our thighs as we take a breath in. As you exhale, drop the chin towards your chest. And then gently shift your head side to side, tracing a C across the chest. And the next time the chin meets the chest, we'll float the head up on top of the spine as we bring our shoulders up, squeezing and hugging them in. And exhale, releasing down and away. Inhaling, shoulders up and forward. Exhale, down and away. And then palms up, gaze up, heart lifted. Inhaling, arms up, reaching up. Exhaling, palms down, chin down. Inhaling, arms up, reaching up. Exhale, palms down, chin down. Inhaling, arms up, reaching up. As you exhale, release the left palm behind, right hand on the outside of the knee. As you inhale, lift up. As you exhale, move into a gentle twist. And then keeping the shoulder there, turn your gaze to the front. On your next inhale, arms up, reaching up. Exhale, opposite side. Taking that moment to lift up. And then exhaling, looking over the back shoulder. Taking a breath here and then turning your gaze to the front. Finding that attitude of gratitude. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. Inhaling, arms up, reaching up. Exhaling, palms to the heart center. Inhale, bringing forearms together, folding the fingers and roll the wrists side to side and over one another. I won't be demonstrating that today. And then knuckles in, thumbs down, press out. Send the breath between the shoulder blades. Pull the shoulder blades away. And then inhale, pressing up, reaching up. Exhale, release, roll the shoulders up, back and down. We're going to transition to all fours table. In your table, your knees are underneath hips, palms underneath shoulders. So I'm taking a modified position today due to my wrist. And if you can, you want your palm flat, fingers spread wide, index finger towards the front. If you're having wrist issues like I am, you can make a fist and move through a neutral wrist, but find that flat back. And as you inhale, release the belly, lift the tailbone to the crown of the head, and we'll take some rounds of cat and cow. As you exhale, rounding and tucking, pressing into the palms. And again, we'll use that mantra, inhaling, so, exhaling, hum. And moving slowly and mindfully. Again, we're trying to move the spine like dominoes, each vertebra stacking. On that energetic level, we're clearing out the cobwebs of the nadi systems and the chakras. And a spiritual level, we're combining body, mind, spirit, yoking together in the practice of yoga. So just a reminder, I'm going to be taking some modifications. Feel free to take any modifications throughout the practice. It's really important that we practice ahimsa, non-harm. So we want to leave here feeling better than when we came. That's the only goal of this morning's practice. And then we'll take that flat back table. Make sure your spine maintains its normal curves, head in line with the spine. As you inhale, slide the right leg back, lift the leg, pull up through the toe, press out through the heel, and lift the opposite arm. Fingers spread wide. Find the line of energy from the navel out through the heel, navel out through the fingertips. Take a breath here. Exhale, release to the opposite side. Inhale, slide left leg back, lift the leg, pull up through the toe, press out through the palms, and if you can, lift the opposite arm. I'm not going to demonstrate that. And again, finding the line of energy from the navel out through the left heel, navel out through the right fingertips. Exhale, release the hand and knee. Inhale, slide right leg back, lift the leg, lift the arm. Find that line of energy, lengthen through the heel as if you're pressing against an imaginary wall. Stay here, or if you want to do a little more core work, as you exhale, bring right elbow to left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Pause. Exhale, hand and knee to the mat. Coming to the opposite side, as you inhale, slide left leg back, lift the leg, lift the arm. Again, stay there. Or if you like, we'll bring the right elbow to the left knee or nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee or nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release the knee and hand. Inhale the right leg back, lift the leg, lift the left arm. Stay here. If you want to take that bind, bend the right knee, bring your arm out to the side, sacrum, or take hold of the foot and ankle. Press the foot into the palm, lift the heart and gaze. Exhale, release the hand and the knee, release the palm to the ground. Coming to the opposite side, as you inhale, slide left leg back, lift the leg, lift the arm. Stay here or bend that left knee. Reach the right hand out to the sacrum or take hold of the foot and ankle, creating the bind, or opt out as I am today. Exhale, releasing the bind, release the hand and the knee. We'll take some rounds of cat and cow with the inhale, so. Exhale, hum. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. We'll separate the knees apart, toes touching. Walk the palms out. Take a breath in. As you exhale, shift the hips back towards the heels. Allow the elbows and forehead to come down. And you can stay here in the gentle child's pose or walk your palms out. You can make tents with the fingers. Taking this moment to lengthen in the spine, allowing the heart to be above the head, establishing our heart-centered practice. Feel the belly expanding like a balloon between the thighs as you inhale, so. Exhale, hum. With each exhale, seeing if you can release a little more, maybe go a little deeper. And again, you can stay here, or if you want a little more sensation, walk palms to the right, left palm on top of right palm, lengthening in the left side body, creating that space between the rib cage and the pelvis. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. With your next inhale, we'll walk back through midline and over to the left, this time right palm on top of left palm, lengthening in the right side body. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. With your next inhale, walking back through midline. As you exhale, we'll bring the palms underneath the shoulders, coming back to tabletop. We'll shift our hips back towards our heels, shift our hips around and bring our legs coming to the center of the mat. Again, place your palms in front of the shins as you inhale up, as you exhale round. Inhale, bring your palms to the ceiling. As you exhale, we'll slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. Keeping the feet planted. Bringing your arms overhead, stretching the body out in two directions. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring the right knee to your chest, squeezing and hugging it in. Pull up through the toe, press out through the heel. Keep softness in the face. Softness in the intention. So again, we're not forcing anything, we're letting go of tension. So if this creates any pressure on your knee, you can always reach behind the thigh. And then holding on to that right knee, gently draw it out to the side, creating an inner thigh stretch, being sure that you don't let the left hip pop up. And with your next inhale, we'll bring that knee back to midline. Take the left palm on the outside of the right knee. Bring your right arm out to the side, palm down. Take a breath in. As you exhale, draw that knee across the chest, creating a spinal twist. And if you like, looking over the right shoulder. Any pinching or pain in the spine, back off. Find that place where you just feel a little resistance. And then as you exhale, see if you can release that tension. Inhale, so. Exhale, calm. With your next inhale, we'll bring the knee back to midline, holding behind the thigh. First, draw your thigh towards your chest, straighten the leg. So you can stay here, or if you have the length, to straighten the knee. Then we'll point and flex at the ankle a few times. Make circles with the foot and ankle. And in the opposite direction. And then curl the toes as tightly as you can. Spread them wide. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift the chin and chest. Walk your palms up the legs. Elbows wide, chin lifted. And as you exhale, see if you can invite that relaxation in the hamstrings. Again, we are not forcing it. So keep a slight bend in the knee until you feel that muscle relax, and then work on straightening the knee. And then as you exhale, we'll release the head and hands, release the arms as you slowly lower the leg, pointing and flexing at the ankle. Don't rush. And then once the heel comes down, just roll your feet in and out a few times. Inhaling the arms overhead. One more time, stretching out. As you exhale, bring left knee to the chest, squeezing and hugging it in. Keep sending the breath to the belly, feeling it expand as you inhale. And then as you exhale, gently draw the knee towards your chest or towards your armpit. Again, keep softness in the face, looking up at the ceiling. Keep pressing out that right heel against that imaginary wall, feeling that tension at the navel center. That's where the fascia connects, and you'll feel that push-pull in the opposite directions. And then holding on to that left knee, we'll draw it out to the side. You can place your right palm on your hip so it doesn't pop up. Your gaze on the ceiling. Inhale, so. Exhale, hug. And with your next inhale, we'll bring the knee back to midline. Take the right palm on the outside of the knee, send the left palm out to the side, palm down. Take a breath in. As you exhale, draw the knee across the body, creating that spinal stretch. And if you like, looking over the left fingertip. With each exhale, seeing if you can let go a little more, any place that's holding you back. Again, any pinching or pain, back out. Allow the breath to create the movement. And then with your next inhale, we'll bring the knee back to midline, holding behind the thigh. First, draw it into the chest, straighten the leg, and this may be your hamstring stretch. And that's, you'll still feel it in the back of the thigh, but if you can, straighten the knee. As you inhale, point. Exhale, flex a few times. We're getting a dural sheath stretch as we do this to the sciatic nerve. And then make circles with the foot and ankle. And in the opposite directions. Curl the toes up as tightly as you can. Spread them wide. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift the head and chest. Walk your hands up the legs. Gently drawing the thigh towards your chest. Still trying to lengthen the back of that left leg. Again, using this invitation to release behind the thigh. If you're gritting your teeth, you're not doing yoga. And then as you exhale, we'll release the head and hands. Release, slowly lowering as you point and flex at the ankle. And then once the heel touches, roll the feet in and out a few times. As you inhale, we'll bend the knees, walk the heels back to the hips. Just if you're wondering, we are going to get up and do some standing, but we're doing a longer warm-up this morning. So brush the feet, back of the feet. We're going to take a few bridge here, palms away from your hips. Lengthen the back of the neck, and then pressing into the feet. As you inhale, we'll lift the hips up for a bridge. Exhale, slowly lower, if you can, one vertebra at a time. Feel the sacrum expanding, then pressing into the feet as you inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower. One more time, pressing into the feet as you inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Then inhale the right knee to the chest, open it out to the side, place the right ankle on the outside of the left knee, and we'll do a bridge in this position as you inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting up, opening at that right hip. Exhale, lower. One more time as you inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower. And you can stay here, or if you want to take a figure 4, inhale, lift the left knee, reach behind the thighs. Pull up through the toes of that right foot as you draw the left thigh to your chest. Maybe rock here side to side. And then we'll pause, see if you can bring the thigh a little closer. You should be feeling this in the piriformis muscles, in the gemelli, in the back of the buttocks, not in the inner groin. Any inner groin pain, back out. And then with the exhale, we'll release the left foot down, uncross the right. Inhale, left knee to the chest, opening it out, placing left ankle on top of right hip. As you inhale, we'll lift up into a bridge, one-legged bridge. Again, if this is not for you, just do a two-legged bridge. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower. I think that's 3. If it isn't, take another one. And then again, stay here, or lift that right thigh, reach behind the thigh for this figure 4 stretch, pulling up through the toes. Maybe rocking side to side. Give a little massage to the sacrum. And then pausing in midline as you exhale, see if you can draw it a little closer, creating that buttock stretch, piriformis stretch on the left. And then as you exhale, we'll release that right leg down, left leg down. And then walk your feet to the edge of the mat, bring your arms out to a T, and just rock the knees side to side. And then bring your knees back to midline, drop knees to the right, gaze to the left. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. And then as you inhale, bringing knee and gaze back to midline, exhale, knees to the left, gaze to the right. And then inhaling, knee and gaze to midline. Walk the feet in. So we're going to do Lake Mudra for a little core work. So before we do that, I want you to make a triangle with your fingers, place it over your belly button. We'll call this the pelvic clock. The index fingers are pointing towards the pubic bone. We'll call that 6 o'clock. The thumbs are towards your heart, 12 o'clock. You're going to arch your back, press your sacrum towards 6 o'clock, and then flatten your back towards your thumbs at 12 o'clock. And then we'll just take that motion, arch, tipping the pelvis, creating that space, and then flattening the curve. And just moving back and forth a little bit to find that mobility in the low back, in the lumbar region. And then we'll end with the flat back. Place your palms at your side as you inhale, bring right knee up, left knee up. So the thighs, the calves are parallel to the floor. Place your palms on your knees. As you inhale, slide the right leg down as you bring the left arm over. Hover. If that's too much, you can release it. Inhaling, knee and hand back to midline. Exhaling, left leg out, right arm over. Inhaling back to midline. And we'll take some rounds of this. If you need a rest in between, feel free to release the heel down. If you want to just work with the legs, skip the arms. You decide what level you want to work with today. We'll take one more each side to make sure you've done an equal number on both sides. And then bring your knees to the chest, hugging it in. Cross at the ankle, we're going to roll to a seat, come back to all fours. We're going to take forearm plank. So we're going to walk our feet back, bring our elbows down underneath the shoulders. Palms down, we'll curl the feet under. As you inhale, we'll lift up into a forearm plank. Try to keep the body straight, the hips up. You can drop the knees if this doesn't work. And then as you exhale, release the right knee to tap. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, left knee taps. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, right. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, left. Exhale, straighten. Pause. And then drop the knees, drop the hips, uncurl the feet. Adjust your shoulders to come into Sphinx Pose. And if Sphinx is too much, come out of it and just rest your arms. But we'll just pause here in Sphinx. Or you can take simple Cobra. And then walking your elbows out, stacking your forearms. Walk your feet out to the edge, heels in, toes out. Allow the forehead center to touch on your forearm, coming into Crocodile Pose. And we'll just take this opportunity to once again tune into the breath. As you inhale, feel the belly expanding, meeting the resistance of the mat. And as you exhale, releasing and letting go. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. And then walking the feet back in. Bring your arms at your side, tucking the chin. Squeezing your legs together. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left. Exhale, lower. Again, you can keep repeating that, or if you're ready, lift both legs up. And if you want to take Locust Pose, lift the chest and torso. You can clasp your hands and lift, opening up at the heart center. And if you want to take bow pose, you can bend your knees, reach for the ankles or feet, staying here, or if you can, lifting the thighs, maybe rocking. Releasing the thighs down. We'll place our palms underneath the shoulders. We're going to slowly transition back to that child's pose, pressing into the palms. Shift your hips back. This time knees are together. Gently bring your arms around so your palms are on the heels, tucking your chin into embryo pose. And then slowly rolling up, we're going to come to standing. So make sure you have two knuckles width. Feet are parallel underneath the hips, palms to the front. Closing the eyes, arriving in mountain pose, posture of awareness. From the navel down, we are rooting and grounding. And from the navel up, we're lifting, inspiring toward our higher self. Breathe to that space. Inhale to exhale. Said that we're tethered here between those two aspects of ourselves, the earthbound and the heaven-bound. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. And then gently opening the eyes, we'll place our hands on our hips. We're going to move through crane, through Crescent Warrior. So we'll start left heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant the foot down as you shift onto the leg, lifting the opposite leg up, palms out if you can, flex at the wrist, find your drishti point, one point of concentration. And on your next exhale, we'll slide that leg back, coming onto the balls of the foot, Crescent Warrior. Inhaling, coming back up into crane. Exhale, Crescent Warrior. Inhaling back up into crane. Stay here, practice here, or move into Warrior 3 as you slide that leg back, extending the arms, trying to get the torso parallel with the floor, stretching the body in two directions. And if you fall out, just find yourself back in. Inhale back up into crane. Exhale, release. Roll the standing foot out. Hands on your hips. Right heel down, toes lifted, spread wide. Plant the foot down as you shift. Bring the left leg up. Arms out. Flexing at the wrist. Find your drishti point, one point of concentration. Find that inner gratitude, thankful for what we can do. Exhale, slide that leg back, coming into Crescent Warrior. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, Crescent Warrior. Inhale, coming back up into crane. Stay here or move into Warrior 3. Slide that leg back, extending the arms. Find that line of energy from the navel out through the fingertips, navel out through the heel. And then inhale back up into crane. Exhale, release. Roll the standing foot out. So, time for tree. Just a reminder, this may be my tree today. This can be your tree. But we'll start with our hands on our hips. Left heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant the foot down as you shift onto that leg. Lift the opposite leg up, bringing it out to the side. landing it on the thigh, shin, or ankle. Hands to the heart center. And when you're ready, allowing the limbs of the tree to grow. From the navel down, rooting and grounding. Feel that connection. And from the navel up, we're lifting, inspiring. Softness in the facial muscles. We'll take Kalpa Vrikshasana, wish-fulfilling tree pose. Palms facing forward, thumbs flexed, catching energy, sending blessings to the universe, and all in need of it. And you might have a moving tree. Palms together down at the heart center. And if you fall out, just find yourself back in. Over to the left shoulder. Back through midline. Right shoulder. Back through midline. Pull the knee in. Straighten the leg. Release. And roll the standing foot out. Palms on the hips. Right heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant the foot down as you shift onto the leg. Lift the opposite leg up, bringing it out to the side. Landing it anywhere on the thigh, shin just above or below the ankle. Hands to the heart. And when you're ready, allowing the limbs of the tree to grow. Pull the shoulders in, send the energy out through the fingertips. Find that drishti point, and we'll take Kalpa Vrikshasana, wish-fulfilling tree pose. Palms together down at the heart center. Over to the right shoulder, and back to the midline. Left shoulder, back to midline. Pull the knee in, straighten the leg, release, and roll out the standing. Dare we try dancer's pose today? So, hands on the hips. Michelle says yes, we're doing it. Left heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant the foot down as you shift onto that leg. Bend the opposite knee, reach back behind you. Pull the knee back, hip forward, send the arm up. And this may be your dancer's pose. Press your knee back, hip forward. And if you're ready, tip the pendulum. So just remember the engine of this pose is in that kick. Pressing the foot into the palm will activate the core. Find your drishti point. Remember, people do this on ice skates. We can do this. They might be younger than us. And then inhale, slowly come up, pull the knee in, straighten. Now the easy side. Right heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant the foot down, bend the opposite knee, reach behind you. Push the knee back, hip forward. Elevate the arm, and when you're ready, allow the pendulum to tip. Again, press that foot into the palm. Find that inner strength. Determination. And then as you inhale, bring the knee to the chest. Release, roll the standing leg. Okay, let's come to the front of the mat. We're going to do a modified vinyasa because I'm not going downward dog, so feel free to add that to your practice today. We'll start at the front of the mat, palms in front of the heart. We'll just close our eyes here for one moment. Coming back to our intention, staying connected to the breath. Inhale to exhale. And then opening the eyes. With the inhale, we'll bring our arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway up to a flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, spin the heel around. Keeping the front knee bent, we'll inhale to warrior one. Exhale, cactus arms, pressing the elbows towards each other, opening at the heart center. Inhale, forearms together. Bring the right elbow underneath the left elbow, coming into eagle arms. If that doesn't work, just rest your palms on your shoulders. So you don't want to strain here. You can cause harm in your shoulder if there's a strain. You want to feel that openness. And then inhaling back to cactus arms. Exhaling, releasing the palms, folding your fingers. Press the palms down away from the spine. Take a breath in as you exhale. Send the chest towards the inner thigh. Dropping the head, tucking the chin. And as we move into humble warrior, allow your heart to be above the head. Calm any panic that arises from being upside down. Come back to that mantra. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. And then as you inhale, pressing into the feet, slowly come back up. Release the arms, bring them back up overhead. Exhale, plant the hands. Spin the back foot around. And here, if you want to take a vinyasa, feel free to do that. Bringing the front foot to meet the back foot, lowering down, chaturanga, hips to the heel, child's pose, moving up to downward dog. And then we'll step that right foot to meet the left foot. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, release. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Palms to the heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, spin the heel around, keeping the front knee bent. Inhale, arms overhead, warrior one. Exhale, cactus arms, opening at the heart center. Inhale, forearms together, this time left elbow underneath the right elbow, coming into eagle arms. Or any modification of that, or skipping that altogether if it doesn't work. Inhale to cactus arms. Exhale, release. This time, opposite thumb on top. Press the palms down away from the body. Take a breath in as you exhale. Send the chest towards the inner thigh, moving into humble warrior. Tucking the chin so the crown of the head is toward the earth. Grounding the inside border of that front foot, outside border of the back foot. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. Allow traction to happen with gravity in the back of the neck and lengthening in the spine. And then on your next inhale, pressing into the feet, we'll slowly come back up. Release the arms, bring them back up overhead. Exhale, plant the hands. Spin the back foot around and bring that back foot to meet the front foot. Inhale, halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhale, releasing head and hands. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Palms to the heart center. Close the eyes, take a breath here. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. And then opening the eyes, we'll take a step back, preparing for Warrior Two. So in Warrior Two, we're going to take foot pointed in that direction. Bend that front knee. Isometrically press it out towards your pinky toe. The back foot should be in line with the mat. And you don't want to let your trunk come forward. So pull your trunk back to midline. And then inhale the arms up, press out, look out over the middle finger. And then we'll turn that front palm up. So we're going to do that wave. As you inhale, the front palm comes down as you turn your gaze to the back palm as it comes up. And then inhale, back palm down, turning your gaze to the front palm as it comes up. Inhale, front palm down as you turn your gaze and the back palm up. One more time, inhale, back palm down, front palm up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, release the left palm to the back of the thigh, reaching the right palm up in Reverse Warrior. Maybe turning your gaze to the back foot. Exhale, bring elbow to the knee, bring that back arm around, hugging it into the ear, coming into side angle posture. And you can stay here, or if you want to take a bind or work towards a bind, you can bring that top arm, bringing it around. Maybe the arm comes down, maybe you reach in between. Again, not necessary, just an option. But if you're binding, smile. And then we'll come out of the bind. We'll pause, find the line of energy from the outside border of the back foot through the stretched fingertips. And then as you inhale, come back to Warrior Two, taking a moment to perfect this. So pull the shoulders in, press out through the palms. And then turn both thumbs up. We're going to do the bow and arrow. As you inhale, bring that back palm to meet the front palm. Slide that palm back, point the arrow, think of something you want to release, and then as you exhale, coming back into side angle posture. Inhaling back to Warrior Two. Exhale, straighten that front knee, lift the toes up, release, roll the shoulders up, back and down, hands on the hip, opposite side. So bend that front knee, isometrically press it out towards the pinky toe, adjust your stance. Inhale the arms up, press out, look out over the middle finger, finding your Warrior Two. And then turn the front palm towards the ceiling. As you inhale, we'll slowly turn that palm down as you turn your gaze to the back hand, allowing it to turn up. Inhale, back palm down as you turn your gaze to the front palm up. Inhale, front palm down as you turn your gaze, back palm up. Inhale, back palm down, turn your gaze, front palm up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, back palm towards the thigh, lifting the front arm up, and then maybe turning your gaze towards the back foot in Reverse Warrior. Inhaling back through Warrior Two. Exhale, release the elbow to the knee. Inhale, hugging it around, coming into side angle posture. Staying here, or if you want to work towards that bind, bringing that top palm around, or taking the bind. Again, not necessary. And if you've chosen to bind, we'll release the bind. We'll all come back into that side angle posture, finding that line of energy, grounding the outside border of the back foot. And then with the inhale, moving back to Warrior Two, taking a minute to perfect this, and then turning the thumbs towards the ceiling, getting ready for the bow and arrow. Think of something you want to release. As you inhale, bring that back palm to meet the front palm, sliding it back, point the arrow, and as you exhale, release. Back into warrior side angle posture. Inhaling back to warrior two. Exhale, straighten the knee, lift the toes up, release, roll the shoulders up, back and down. We'll take a forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Sliding the hands down. You can stay here or bring your palms down below, tucking the chin. Seeing if you can take a little more weight on the balls of the feet. Tucking the chin so the crown of the head is toward the earth. Inviting that relaxation in the spine and in the hamstrings. And then as you inhale, coming halfway up, place your palms on your hips, slowly coming up. We'll heel toe the feet in, come to the front of the mat. We're going to transition to our backs in preparation for supported bridge. So we'll slowly come down. So if you've got a block or a cushion, have it at the ready. Palms towards the ceiling. As you exhale, slowly lower down. Bring your palms overhead. As you exhale, bring right knee to the chest, left knee to the chest, squeezing and hugging it in. Lift the head up. Clasp opposite elbows, rock here side to side. And then we'll release the feet. So you can take regular bridge, you can position for legs up the wall, or if you want to take supported bridge, we'll take the block as you inhale, lifting the hips up, placing the block underneath the sacrum. You want to make sure that it's not underneath the lumbar region. And you can stay here, just take a moment to roll the chin, lengthen the back of the neck. You can have your arms out to the side, palms down, palms up. Or if you want to take an inversion, inhale, right knee up, left knee up, straightening the legs. Ankles together, just allowing the lymphatic system to drain back towards the heart. And you can stay here, or if you want to add movement, as you inhale, you can move into a V position. Again, you can support the outer thigh if you want to just take this, or you can do it as a moving pose. Inhaling back to midline, exhaling away, or do a split. Inhaling in one direction, exhale back to midline, inhale in one direction, exhale again, just finding stillness. So take a run at any movement that will help you complete your practice this morning. And after you've taken a few rounds, we'll bring our ankles together. We'll all pause. One more time. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. And then bending the knees, we'll release the left foot down, right foot down. Lift the hips up, remove the block as you slowly lower down. Bring your arms out to a T position. Drop the knees out, soles touching, and then bend the elbows. So we're in cactus arms, butterfly legs, just as a little counter pose. And then bringing your knees together, palms out by your side. Walk your heels out to the edge of the mat and just windshield wiper the legs one last time. Getting any kinks out. Knees to midline, drop knees to the left, gaze to the right. Inhaling back through midline. Exhale, knees to the right, gaze to the left. Inhaling back to midline. Walk the feet in. One more time, bring the knees to the chest, squeezing and hugging it in. And then as you exhale, we'll straighten the legs. We'll take one last spinal stretch. As you inhale, bring the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, release the arms to the side with an audible sigh. And just begin to settle into Shavasana. If you need a blanket over your torso, something under your knees, pillow over your eyes, whatever would make you settle down as you begin to relax the muscles of the forehead and the hinges of the jaw. Relax the facial muscles. Relax the neck and shoulders. Relaxing the upper spine and the lower spine. Relaxing the shoulders, elbows, and wrists. Relaxing the fingers and the skin between the fingers. Relaxing the cardiac region and the belly. Relaxing hips and thighs. Relax the knees and calves. Relaxing ankles and toes and the skin between the toes. And send a wave of relaxation from toes to top and top to toes. And if you find yourself distracted by thoughts, noises, or physical sensations, gently guide your attention back to the breath, back to the mantra this morning. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. And you can choose to stay here for as long as you like, but if you're ready, begin to make some subtle movements of the fingers and the toes. Bend the knees, bring your left arm overhead and roll on your left side, pausing there for a moment. And placing your right palm in front of the heart. Make an intention to bring the best part of the Shavasana with you as you transition today. And then visualizing yourself in that seated position that we started, take a breath that leads the action. Move back to your seat with the least amount of movement as possible. And as you find your seat, we'll take the Dharma Chakra Mudra one more time, joining thumb and forefinger together, touching those fingertips, left palm towards your heart, right palm facing outwards. Allow the shoulders to drop away from the ears. Take energetic traction from the base of the tailbone, up the spine, through the crown of the head. As we come back to that affirmation, I awaken the vision of my highest truth. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. And then we'll release the mudra, place our palms on our lower belly as we flutter our eyes open. And with the inhale, we'll bring our palms back up overhead, joining them together, sealing the practice in, and bringing it down to the forehead center, seat of wisdom, oh, to be wiser, and to the heart. And sharing the love all around us and all in need of it. Namaste. So thank you for joining me, inspiring me, motivating me. I personally feel better than when I came. I hope you do too. Namaste.